Hello and welcome back to the Chess Mindset. In today's video, I'm going to be playing the Circus Bots on chess.com. Now these are 5 bots rated 225, 815, 1265, 1825, and 2999. So I'm going to be playing against these bots, and let's get started with the Clown, which is rated 225. Now, I won't be spending as much time on the first 3 bots since they're not that high rated. And so he goes with the Sicilian defense. I'm just going to go with knight f3. Okay, so he opens up this. I think I can go bishop here, checking his king. And now I can just castle. Okay, so he goes knight here, attacking my pawn. I'm just going to develop my knight. And he goes in with knight here. I don't really see what the threat is, so I'm just going to kick him away. And now I can just play d3 to set up this nice pawn chain. So he plays h5. I'm just going to develop my bishop to e3. And he just blunders his knight. So I'm going to take. And now I'm going to move my knight. I guess I'll move it here to d2. And at some point I want to open up the center. And I'm going to put my knight here because it's a very nice position for my knight. And now I'm thinking takes. If he takes with the bishop, can't really do much. I'm just going to play knight here. And now I'm just going to take this pawn. Okay, he blunders his rook away. And I'm just going to play. I want to play check. Oh, actually, I could have taken that queen, but it's fine because this is a fork anyway. And I can just take his queen. And then check. Take his bishop. Check. And play queen here. And it should be checkmate pretty soon. He's gonna go here, and I think I can go. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go here. And this king is not going to escape. How do I checkmate him here? I think it's just here. And here, he's gonna take here. And then, yeah, this should be mate. Checkmate. Okay, so that was the first bot, the Clown. Let's move on to the Daredevil, which is rated 815. We'll play the same thing, e4. And then d4. And I'm just going to take on this d5 pawn here and develop my knight. Okay, develop my other knight, attacking this pawn. Okay, he defends it, so I'm just going to play a normal move, bishop to d3. Okay, he gives me a check. I'm just going to block with my queen. If he takes, I'm just going to take with my knight. Okay, he doesn't take it, so I'm just gonna castle. Okay, so he's threatening to take. I'm just gonna play rook here. Okay, he goes back. Now I'm gonna pin his knight to his queen. Okay, so he's gonna take. Of course, I'm gonna take with check. And now, if I take his knight, and he takes back. Now I can take this pawn because his knight's no longer defending it. So I'm just going to take, and when he takes, I'm going to take his pawn. And let's see, I'm going to bring my other rook out. Okay, so he hangs his pawn since he moved the bishop away, so I'm going to take his pawn, attacking the rook. He's probably going to go rook here. No, so he hangs his rook. We can take the rook, and he's attacking my rook, so I'm just going to take his knight and go here to check. Bishop's defending the knight. Okay, so I'll take back. And I'm actually going to move my knight away, but I actually don't have anywhere to move it because his bishop's covering everything and his rook's attacking my knight, so I think my knight is just dead. I'm actually going to sack my rook here because I really want to get rid of his bishop. Okay, and now I can move my knight away. So I'm just gonna probably push my pawns here. Okay, just move this away. Probably just move it backwards. And okay, so I'm gonna take his rook and take his pawn. And it should be fairly simple. I'm just going to push my pawn. Attack his other pawn. Okay, take his pawn. Take his other pawn. Okay, rook defends the bishop. And then just move this here and then promote. Okay, promote to the queen, and I'm just gonna do a standard ladder checkmate. Yeah, and checkmate. Nice. So, next we have the horse tamer, which is rated 1265. So, let's see what this opponent has for us. So he plays Sicilian. Okay, e6. I'm just gonna play this. Okay. I think I'm just gonna take with check. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take. He's gonna take with the bishop. And I'm just gonna castle. Okay, he attacks my rook. Just move it out of the way. And okay, so he's bringing his queen out. So this pawn is kind of weak. But I really want to develop my knight. So I'm gonna play bishop here to try to trade off the bishops. Okay, so he plays rook there. If I take, he's going to take over his queen, and that's going to be hitting c2. But then I can just play c3, so I think it's fine. Okay, c3. Now this move doesn't really make much sense to me, so I'm just going to develop my knight to d2, potentially going to b3 to hit the queen. Okay, so he hangs this pawn by moving this pawn. So I guess I would take with check. And guess I'll bring my queen, not my queen, my knight here to hit his queen. Okay, so he's eyeing on this square. I don't think it's that scary, so I will play knight here potentially to attack his queen. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so probably just gonna offer a queen trade. Okay, so now if I take this queen, he's gonna have doubled pawns, which are pretty scary here, so I'm not sure if I want to do that. On the other hand, I don't really have a good move. I can't move my knight because his queen's just gonna take my rook. So I think I have to trade here. So I'm gonna trade, and I'm gonna play knight d2 to try and take his pawn. Okay, so he goes there. I think I'm happy to just take, and if he takes, I'll just take with my knight. Okay, so he's not really threatening anything because my rook's protecting my knight, although if he goes bishop here, I do have to move my rook, so I think I should move my knight. I'm gonna move it here, so I have two knights. Oh wait, that just hangs a knight. Okay, that's not good. I just hung a knight. Didn't see that coming. It should still be fine though. I have a lot of pawns and he doesn't have that many pawns. So I think I'm gonna go here and push this pawn. Okay, I'm just gonna go rook. Although I can just take this because he can't take because he's pinned. Okay, and now I just go rook here. And I think I need to bring my king out, although I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. I'll play king g2 for now, and if I play king here, he's probably gonna play rook to f4, and that looks a bit scary, so I'm gonna give him a check. Okay, and now his rook can't come in, so I guess I'll play this move. Although I can play e6 as well to attack his knight. I think I'm gonna play e6. Okay, now I'll play my rook here, so now he can't move his knight, otherwise I take his rook. And I'm gonna play e7, push my pawn. Now if I take his knight and he takes back, I'm gonna promote, and he takes and I take back. We still have two rooks on the board, so I don't know if that's the best move. On the other hand, I am gonna be in a winning endgame, so I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, because I have 3 extra pawns here, so it should be winning. Okay, so I'll gladly trade that. Pretty sure I'm just gonna win here because I have way too many pawns. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring my king here, and then I'm gonna push my pawns, and it should be an easy endgame. Okay, I'm just gonna push my other pawn, and eventually his king can't stop all 3 of my pawns, so I'm still gonna manage to break through. Okay, we take here, Push the pawn. Now I do need to be careful of stalemate, but his king can just escape here, so... Okay, so now if I go here, that's stalemate, because he can't move his king. If I go b7, he's got this move. I think I'm gonna go b7. And now I'm just gonna bring my king over. Yeah. And he takes, so I'll just promote, and this should be winning. I'm just gonna promote my other pawn, and this should be checkmate. Okay, so that was the horse tamer, rated 1265. Now let's go on to the contortionist, rated 1825. So this is probably going to be a harder matchup, but we'll see how it goes. So e4 met with e5, knight f3, knight c6, and I'm gonna go for the Spanish, the Ruy Lopez opening. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right, but anyway, knight c3. Now I'm actually not sure what the line is. I think I can take and then move my knight back here, although I'm not sure if that's the right line. I'll go for it anyway. And I'm actually not sure what the line is here. Do I take back, or maybe I just play bishop d3? I'll play bishop d3. Okay, so he attacks my bishop. I'm just gonna take this pawn. If he takes, I'll take. Okay, that's check. So I guess I'll play queen here. If he takes my bishop, I have to take with the pawn. And now I can take, or I can just castle. I think I'm gonna castle. If he takes, I'll just take with my knight. And now, yeah, so this pawn is weak. I think I'm just gonna push it there. And I want to get my bishop out, so I'm gonna play b3 to allow space for my bishop. Okay, so he pins my knight. I'm gonna play rook here. Although if he plays rook here, this might be a bit dangerous. I guess I have to play king here to f1. Okay, so he attacks my other... He attacks this pawn. I can play h3, or I can play g3. If I play g3, I weaken this square. And if I play h3, I think that's fine. I can play h3. Okay, so I really want to get my bishop out. At the same time, I don't really have many good squares for it. I think I'm just going to play bishop b2. And I think I can play knight here. Oh no, I can't because I'm pinned. Interesting. So I think I have to get my king to f2. Although he is attacking my pawn, so I think I'm gonna go rook d1, but then bishop c2. Wow, this is a tricky position. Should I just sack this pawn and then play... No, I can't move my rook because he takes my knight. I think I have to sack the pawn. I think I have to play f3 and then move the king to f2. And then just hope that I can hold this position. I think I have to do that. Oh What have I got? It's attacking my rook. Okay. Maybe I have to play rook AD1. But then that's not really doing anything. He's gonna take my knight. It's not good. What do I do here? What can I do here? Move the knight. It takes my rook. I take back. And I'm just down to... Not really... No, I can't even move my knight because I'm pinned. Okay, this is kind of tricky. I think I'll just play king f2. Okay, and... Okay, he's gonna bring his rook here. I have to move something. I think bishop here. And if he takes, I'll take with the knight. Okay, and then I'll take here. So now, okay, he's attacking both of my rooks, so this is not good. I can give him a check, but then he plays king d7, attacking my rook, and I can't really support the rook anymore. So seems like I'm lost either way. So I'm just gonna play rook here. Oh, and that just blunders that as well. Okay, I'm just gonna play here. And I'm just gonna take his bishop. He's probably gonna take, and I'm taking back. Okay. King g3. Okay, all of a sudden we're pretty even, but he has more pawns. Now how can I convert this? I don't think I can convert this. How do I save this game? I need to get rid of his pawns, although it's easier said than done. I think I'll go here to fork. Okay, and I'll take this pawn. And he's going to take that pawn. I really want to get rid of this pawn though. Okay, so I'm obviously going to take that. And I'm going to go after this pawn. I need to push this pawn if I want to survive, I think. Okay, he stops it. I think I'll go here to try to take his... Okay, plays king there. So now I am in a bit of trouble. I guess I'll go here. And let's see, if I go here and he takes, and I take back. King here, king here, king here, that's too slow. So I think I have to just go for this pawn. And he goes rook there, of course. Not sure if I can save this game. King there. I really want to get rid of this pawn. Although I think I'm a bit too slow. Yeah, he's just going to promote. And now it's pretty much game over. He's going to take and it's game over. And yeah. Okay, I'm going to resign this game. I'm just gonna play a rematch, and this time I'll play with the black pieces to see if I have any chance against this bot. So I'm gonna play e5, knight c6. Okay, so he goes for the same opening I played. I'm just gonna play the Berlin. I'm not really sure what the line is though. I guess I'll just play d6 and already I don't know what the line is. I guess I'll play takes and I'll take. Okay, I think I should play. If I play there, he can check me. So I play bishop here. Oh, maybe does he have this move? Okay, I'm gonna take, I guess, because I don't really see any other move. I'm gonna take. Oh wow, he just pins me like that. Okay. Bishop here, maybe. Maybe. Maybe I should just castle here. And he takes. I guess I will trade. Or I can just move my bishop. What do I do here? I think I'll move my bishop here. But then that hangs this, so I think I'm just gonna trade. Okay, now maybe I can play this. I'll play this. If he takes. Okay. That's a good sign. Maybe now I can have some more chances in the game. I'm gonna take. And I want to trade the queens off, actually. I want to trade the queens off. Okay, of course he doesn't trade. But now I can move my knight because it's no longer pinned. I guess I can go. Actually, I'll play h6. But then, if he takes, I'm gonna have double pawns, which isn't too good. I guess I'll play. I'm not sure what to play. I'm just gonna play this move. Takes. I would take. Okay. I can play bishop here. To attack his pawn. I think I'm gonna do that. Okay, so he's attacking this pawn and this pawn. Maybe I should have just traded queens. I'm gonna play this move to protect. Plays knight there. So this pawn is pretty much gone. Oh, I can push it actually. I'm just gonna push it. Okay, rook there. I guess I have to play queen d6. No, queen d7. Queen d7. Which hangs a pawn, unfortunately. I think I'll play bishop here. Attack his knight. And I'm just gonna go in here. Okay. guess I'll take his pawn. And can I take this pawn, or is he gonna checkmate me? He still can't take because my bishop's covering. So I think I'm fine. Is it this? No. He can check me here. But after king h8, what is his next move? He still can't take. So I think I'm gonna take his pawn. Oh. He's trying to check here. And I have to stop that. I guess I'll play queen g6 to try to stop that. And oh, but then I just lose my rook. Yeah. I can't even, no, it's just checkmate. I can't do anything. Well, it is what it is. So I managed to beat 3 of the bots, and I couldn't manage to beat the contortionist, which is rated 1825. So that was me playing the Circus Bots on chess.com. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to see more chess content where I play against bots, then please leave a comment down below. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.